So today's topic is searching. In our last class, we discussed about time and space complexities, right? But in this class, we'll continue the next topic that is called searching. So searching is also one of the important topic in data structures. So we'll see what is searching. First, let us see the definition of searching. So searching means to find whether a particular value is present in an array or not. Searching is mainly for find whether the element is present in the array or not. So generally for the data structures, we will apply the searching techniques. So what is the data structure? The basic data structure is array. So if you want to search any element in the array, we can apply the searching techniques. We are having different types of sorting techniques, searching techniques. Basically, we are having two types of techniques. First one is, there are two types of techniques. First one is linear search. And second one is binary search. So linear search is also known as sequential search. Is also known as sequential search. So majorly the value is present in the array. These are the types of arrays. Next one. So we'll talk about what is linear search and what is binary search. So first, let's have a clear idea about searching. So searching means to find whether a particular element is present in the array or not. So if the value is present in the array, then the searching is said to be successful. If the value is present, that means found, present or found, then searching is said to be successful. Upon the successful search, it will give you the location of that value in the array. Location of the array. I'll show you example also. Don't bother about it. So if the value is not present, if the value is not present, are not found, then the search is unsuccessful. Search is unsuccessful. That means it is that value is not present in the list. So now no value to be given. No value to be given. So it will display the searching is said to be unsuccessful. So this is about searching technique. So already we discussed the topic arrays. So we will apply searching techniques on data structures. So the basic data structure is array. So in any data structure, we can apply the searching technique. But I'll show you in this class the searching operation on arrays. So are the list. So mainly searching means whether a particular element is present in the list or not. For this reason, we will apply the search technique. So for example, if you want to search any topic in the textbook, simply you can apply the search. That means, or you can find any name in the Excel sheet of your roll list. So if you search the element, okay. If you want to search a name in the Excel sheet of your student roll list, if the name is found, then search is successful. Otherwise, it will display some sound. The record is not found. That is also one type of searching. Okay, so here I'll show you the clear meaning of searching techniques. So if the value is present in the data structure or array, it will display the message found. So the search is successful and it will give where that intended item is found. If you want to search a name in the array or for example some location on that array, simply it will display that message. So and so item is found at the location so and so. So it will give the location of the array. So you are searching for so and so. So your item is found at so and so location. So it will give us if the item is found or if the value is found. So the next condition is if the value is not present, that means not found. So that search is said to be unsuccessful search. That means no value to be found. That means the given value is not present in the list or not present in the array or not present in that particular data structure. So we can apply searching techniques on any data structures. Searching means mainly to find whether the element is found or not. In day-to-day activities in Word document or the PDF or whatever it is in the results page, if for example, if you are browsing the internet, we are browsing the internet, simply you can go to the options right top corner. Simply you can search find in page option in your mobile also. So I'll show you. Otherwise, I'll show you. So for example, so just I'm browsing my internet. Just I opened a website, Sierra College, Charity College. So it is displaying something, but I want to find something. So this is also one type of data structure. This website. So website means nothing but so everything is in order. See here, it is the home page, about, institute, governance, academics, departments, and everything is in the order. Like we see some hyperlinks are created. So everything is in the order. So some type of data structure, some type of programming language they developed and they designed the website. So that is a secondary issue. But here everything is prepared in order. So on that prepared order, we are applying the find option. See here, the right top options. I'm going to find something. For example, here you can find the option find. This is the searching. Simply, it is giving us the provision like this. For example, department. So after typing this, simply it will showing us two places. Departments. So already automatically the department is highlighted. So if we go automatically, it is showing us, it is highlighting us departments and departments, two types or two places the road is presented. That means it is showing the result or it is showing the item where it was designed and where it was stored. So the department word is presented this position. That means by highlighting the letters, it is showing us the result. For example, if I search, for example, some name, some Hyderabad. So it is displaying some sound, making some sound, Hyderabad. So it is not displaying anything, 0, 0. So the item is not matched. That means search is unsuccessful. This is the best example. So this is the general example, real example, but the technical example I'll give you now. For example, So searching techniques are in your syllabus. You are having generally the searching techniques are two types. First one is linear search and second one is binary search. I hope searching is clear to all of you. Is there any doubt in the meaning of searching? If we have any doubt, we can send the SMS, send the message in chat box so that I'll clearly explain you. Otherwise, I'll move on to a linear search example. Any doubts? So linear search is one type of technique, binary search is one type of technique. Linear search will search the elements in one fashion and binary search will search the elements in another fashion. Okay, so I'll go to linear search. Linear search. So linear search is the basic searching technique. It is the basic searching technique and it is also called as sequential search. Sequential search means what? It will check. Sequence means if you give the roll number sequence order 1 to 10, so every element one after another will come. So here also it will check the every element in the list order by order. So it is also called as sequential search, and the sequential search is very simple method used for searching an array for a particular value. So it is also called as sequential search. So I'm writing the running notes, the important points I'm typing here. So if anybody wants to maintain running notes, you can follow my notes or you can take snapshots. After that, you can maintain running notes if anybody wants. After that, I'll provide you material. It's not an issue. But if anybody wants to maintain running notes, you can follow. Linear search is also called as sequential search. It is very simple. It is very simple method for used for searching an array. For a particular value. So basically, it works on comparing the value to be searched with every element of the array one by one. One by one. In a sequential manner. Until it matches the given item. So mainly by a linear search or a sequential search will apply an unsorted order. Unsorted or unordered, unsorted list or unordered list of elements. Mainly by a linear search will apply on the unordered list of elements. That means the elements that are not in sequence, either in ascending order or descending order. So that is called unordered list of elements. The linear search will apply on an unordered list or ordered list. Any type of list we can apply the linear search. So if you apply the linear search on the elements, simply it will compare the every element in the list with the key value. Here one key value is there for searching the elements. So I'll show you the algorithm also for linear search. Then I'll give you the example and the program also. Just wait, students. I'll show you the algorithm. So this is the algorithm for linear search. Based on this only, it will work. So see, So linear search, we are applying on an array of list. That means, so array having list and array having values and indexes. Already I explained you. So first we'll set the value I to 1. That means starting value 0 or 1, whatever it is. So if the key element is greater than n, then go to step 7. Step 7 is what? Element is not found. So if the given element is found, so go to step 6. What is step 6? Element is found, print it and go to step 8. That means exit. So if the element is not found, set I to I plus 1. That means increment the value and go to the neighboring node and go to step 6. Then again compare to the next value. So this is the algorithm. So I'll draw the, otherwise I'll show you the live example. You can clearly understand. So see here the live example for is it visible to all students? Is it visible to all? Is my screen visible? Am I audible? Yes, okay. So see here, I'm taking an array of list of elements here. So I'm taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 elements. So that means 0 to 7. You can see the index value is 0. Lightly it is showing from 0 to 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are the index positions of the given array or the given list. So these are the 65, 20, 10, 55, 32, 12, 50, 99. These all are my values. These all are my values. So these values are in a sorted order or unsorted order. Tell me. So all these values are in sorted order or unsorted order. Look at this. All these elements in sorted or unsorted order. Expecting reply from you. All the elements in arranging order or unsorted order. So why you're taking much time to give reply? Yes, unsorted order, right? Okay, so we are applying linear search on unsorted list of elements. So the elements are not sorted in either ascending or descending order, arranged in ascending or descending order. So all the values are stored at different positions. So no order. Now I want to find out or I want to search the element 12 in the given list. So I want to find out the element 12 in the given list. So as per the algorithm, what the linear search will do? So the linear search, the set the value to the value 0 or 1. So the my index position is starting index position is 0. So it will set the value to 0 and it will compare with the key value. So 12 is my key value here. So the 12 is compared with 65 first of all. If it is matched with the key value 12, search value 12, it will display the item is found at the location 0. But here 12 is not equals to 65. After that, it will increment plus 1. Already I have shown you in the algorithm. So it will increment to plus 1. Then it will move to next position, next location. So 12 is not matched with 20. Again, search is not found and it will move on to and it will increment to next position, that is the position 2. So 12 is not equal with 10. Again, it will move on to see here. The search element 12 is compared with first element 65. So already the element is highlighted, you can see. So both are not matching. So move to the next element. So next element is one location. So search element 12 is I want to search the element 12. compared with the next element 20. So highlighted element is 20. So both are not matching. So move to the next element. At the same time, search element 12 is compared with the next element 10. So and so on sequentially, it will search the entire list until the key element is found. So our key element is here 12. Key element means searched element. I want to search that element. That element is called it as a key element or the desired element. So next, it is not matched. It is not equal to the value 10. Then again, it will move on to the next position. So both are not matching. 55. Next position is 55. 55 is not matched with 12. Or 12 is not matched with 55. So again, it will move on to the next position, fourth position. In that fourth position, 32 is there. So 12 is not, 12 is compared with the next element, that is 32. Not matched. Both are not matching. So move on to the next element. So see here what happened in the step 6. Search element 12 is compared with the next element 12. So both are matching. 12 is equals to 12. So we stop comparing and display the element found at index 5. So this is the position of the index 5. Right? So in that position, the value is to be found. The value is to be found at the index 5. So all of you once again see this example. So why I'm choosing this is simply you can understand. This is the implementation steps. So read the search element from the user. So my search element is 12 here. So compare the search element with first element in the list. So first element is 65, 0th location. So if both are matched, then display given element is found and terminate the function. And next one, if both are not matched, here 65, 12 is not matched with 65. Again, 20 is not matched with 12. 10 is not matched, 55 is not matched, 32 is not matched, and so on. It will go on until the search element is found. So next, repeat the steps 3 and 4. That means matched or not matched. So until the element is compared. For example, if I search the element 100, if I search the element 100, my search element is 100. Here, instead of 12, if I take 100 as my search element, it will search 65, 20, 10, 55, 32, 12, 50, 99. It will search the entire list. And after that, the completion of the position 7, it will terminate and it will display the element is not present in the list. The element is not searched. Not searched means not found. The element is not found function. So here 12 is there at the position 5. If last element is in the list also does not match, then display element is not found and terminate the function. So this is the fashion of linear search. So linear search will search every element in the list with the search element or the key element. So here it is the key element, it is the search, it is the element, normal element, it is the key element. So two elements comparing with search element. Every element is compared with search element. Search element or key element, both are same. So here the search element or the key element is 12 and all these are the elements in the list. So the search element will compare with every item until it found. So this is the example of linear search. So it is applicable on unsorted order, but the disadvantage of using linear search is, so it will take much time to search an item. So here see how many passes are there. Totally 6 steps it takes. See here 6 steps. So on the sixth step only the element is found. If the elements are 100, for example, here only 8 elements are there. If I take 100 elements, what is the time taken? What is the time to take to find the desired element? If I search the element in the position of 90, simply 90 step will take place. 90 steps will take over. So the time complexity is very high. So the programmer can't wait that much of time. So it is a simple technique, but applicable for only small type of applications, but it takes much time. The complexity of linear search algorithm is order of n in best case. So the remaining both worst cases order of n by 2. So I'll show you the example program for the linear search. So this is the online compiler. See here, this is my program for C program for linear search. So in C only I'm writing. So this is the online compiler. So see the program explanation. Already I declared the main function. You know the C programming already. Directly I'm going to explain the linear search. So for this reason, I'm taking my array size as here I'm taking int as a return type. So if you use the int, you can include the return 0, or you can take void no problem. But here I'm taking int main. So int array of 100. My size of the array is 100 here. I declared. So I want to search an item. For this reason, I'm taking variables here. Search CM count equals to 0. So I started my count as 0 from the 0 onwards. So for the key element for the searching, I'm taking the variable as search seek and n for the values. So enter the number of elements in the array. So for this reason, I'm declaring the variable n. For C is for comparing purpose, C and search both will use search and C. These are the search for search key and C for the value elements in the value. For the purpose of storing the numbers, declaring n. Count is for initialization from 0. Then enter the numbers up to n value. So for this purpose, C is taken. So up to array of C, it will accept the numbers from the keyboard. Enter a number to search. Just for the searching purpose, search is used here. So search also here done. If array C equals to search, then it is present in the list. If it is not there, increment the C value, count value. So if it is not in the list, simply it will match. For example, in the previous example, the key value is 12. So here 12 here first value is 65 in the array list. 65 double equals to 12. So next position, if it is not there, then it will increment count plus 1 plus. That means it will increment the value 1. Then it will move on to the next one. The next value may be, for example, 75 double equals to 12. If it is not matched, then it will increment and so on. It will goes on like that. So if count equals to 0, that means it is not present in the list. That means that it will check entire elements in that array. Even though if the element is not found, it will display it is not present in the array. Otherwise, it will display value. After that, it will return value. So we can write the linear search program in many ways. This is the simple way. You can write linear search in different methods, but it is the simple program. So simply taking variables and set the count to 0. After that, only two if conditions. Here one if condition for searching. After that, one if condition, if else condition. Found and not found, return 0. So directly you can compile and run the program. So after running the program, it will display like this. Enter the number of elements in an array. So I'm giving 5 numbers, 5, 6, 4, 2, 9 from the counts 1. So enter the number to search. So I want to search the element 4. I want to search the element 4. So 4 is present at the location 3. 1, 2, 3. If it is 0, 0, 1, 2, position 2. It will display the output like this. So see here, it is taking the elements. If you run the program, enter the number of elements in the array. For example, 4. It's taking time. Enter the 4 numbers. It is not present in the array because 7 is not there. So here enter the number of elements in the array. 4 elements I want to store in the array. So what are my 4 numbers? 11, 4, 5, 6. So these are my elements. But enter a number to search. I entered 7 here. 7 is in the list or not? 7 is not there. It is not present in the array. So once again, I am going to explain the program. So my array size is 100 here. So at the same time, I'm declaring the variables here. So count is set to 0. For the search purpose, I'm declaring the variable search. So here search is my variable. Otherwise, you can declare as S. If you don't want search, you can use it as S. Not a problem. So just for the reading of input purpose, I'm taking N. C is the key value, not the value in the list. It is the search value. It is the array value. Just enter the number of elements in the array. So from the keyword, we are taking the array up to array of C. So already 100 elements are declared, 100 size declared. So and so on, C less than N, it will take the elements. Then enter the number to search. Already you know the printf and scanf statement. So only the logic is here only. If array of C equals to search, if array of C equals to search, what you will do? It will do is present at location so and so. If the element is matched with the key value, for example, in the position of array of C, for example, it is 65. So see here, see in this example. So if the array of C equals to 65 and N equals to 12. N equals to 12. So the 65 equals to 12. Search element is 12 now. Array of C equals to 65 because the first position. 65 double equals to 12. But it is not there. If it is there, if 12 equals to 12, the element is present in the location so on so it will display. Otherwise it will increment, that is c plus 1, and after that it will increment the count also. So then it will move into 20. Now again, are you following me, students? If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Let me stop, because this is the simple program I wrote here. So you can write linear search in many methods, but it is the simple method. So next element is 20. So again 20 is compared with search element 12. If it is found, not found. If it is equal, simply it can display so and so location is present at so and so. But if it is not found, again it will increment, and so on. It will goes to the end of the list. So if the count equals to 0, that means every element is visited, every element is compared. So that means count it will reduce to 0. Then it will display it is not present in the array. Else it is presented in the array. Simply return the statement. So this is the output. Simply you can use the online compilers and you can type this program. I hope everybody understood this program. So if you have any doubt in this program, you can ask me now. So see here I'm taking 4 numbers, 11, 4, 5, 6. So my search element is 7 here. So as per this program, this is the logic. This is the key logic from the line 18th onwards. 18 to 21, this is the main logic for this program. Remaining you can understand easily. Printf and scanf statements and taking the input values from the user. So here my search element is 7 here. Actually my search element is 7 here. So 7 11 is match, 11 is equals to 7, not found. Again 4 is equals to 7, not found. 5 equals to 7, not found. 6 equals to 7, not found. So it will terminate from that loop. It will terminate from this condition if count equals to 0. That means every item is visited. Then it will reduce the count to 0 after the completion of the every item in the list. So if it comes like that, it not present in the array list. Else so and so item is present so and so times in the array. Okay, so this is how the program will work. For example, enter the elements in array 2. Enter 2 numbers 3, 4. Enter the number to search. So already I typed E, so it is not presented in the array. So this is how the linear search will perform. But the disadvantage is it will check the entire list and it is more time consuming. So I hope all of you understand this one. Okay, Pawan, you can take, not an issue. Let me know, then only I'll close the meeting, dear Pawan. So just I'm quickly giving you overview. Pawan, you can finish as early as possible so that the next faculty is waiting to take the class. So this is the algorithm. Linear search, searching techniques. So in the next class, I'll tell you binary search. Binary search is very important and the drawbacks of linear search overcome by binary search. So this is the sequential search, linear search. Algorithm is like this. Okay, we can continue.